Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once more. My name is Adam. I want us to do a quick update concerning Ghanaian and Black Star players. Very quick update. And I want to begin with Antoine Semenyo. He plays with Bournemouth in the English Premier League this season. Out of 8 games, he has scored 3 goals for the club and is attracting interest from a lot of clubs in the English Premier League. Now, the clubs interested in Semenyo are Arsenal, Tottenham, Newcastle United, even Liverpool have shown interest in Semenyo. Bournemouth has sent a message to all clubs interested in Semenyo saying that if you want the player, then make sure you are holding an amount of 40 to 50 million euros to sign the player. Without that, do not come close to the player because you see, Semenyo is a key player for Bournemouth. In fact, this season he has shown that he's an integral part of the system at Bournemouth if they want to really succeed. So Bournemouth has made it clear to Arsenal, to Tottenham, to Newcastle United, make sure you are holding between 40 to 50 million euros. If you don't have that, don't come close to the player. And Semenyo, things are going all well for him. I believe that by the end of this season, he might land a deal to a big club. I just see that happening because looking at Semenyo's physique and the numbers he's even given in the English Premier League, it says it all. Semenyo is a very good player for Bournemouth. Last season, he had good numbers. This season, he's on the right path. I just believe that at the end of the day, either Newcastle or Arsenal might be looking the way of Semenyo to secure his services because this is a player who is having a very good season in the English Premier League with Bournemouth. And what Bournemouth are saying, I kind of get it. If you want Semenyo, just bring 40 to 50 million. And I believe that when there is a bidding war, when more clubs enter into the race in signing Semenyo, the amount might even go to 60 because now it would be who has the highest money to give to the club to sign the player. But guys, this is the latest update concerning Semenyo. We'll make sure to follow up on this and bring you more updates live here on Sports Corner GH. Now, moving away from Semenyo, let's talk about Thomas Partey. Today, he featured for Arsenal as they played against Shakhtar Donetsk in the uefa Champions League. And honestly, even though Arsenal won by 1-0 and the goal was an own goal, let's note this. The goal was an own goal. I was not happy about Arsenal's performance. I just believe that Arsenal as a team, where they are now, are a team that want to, fight for titles. They want to get titles. But looking at the way they have been playing their football quite of late, it is very discouraging because looking at their performance in the EPL, it is not going well. And Arsenal fans would agree with me that there is one trophy the club wants the most, which is the UEFA Champions League. And Arsenal are joking with it in a way. That is how I see it. Looking at the game they played today, if it wasn't for the own goal, Arsenal would have played an easy draw with Shakhtar Donetsk. But that being said, Thomas Partey was very important for Arsenal today, playing so well. And I love the fact that Thomas Partey has turned his season around. Last season, he was a player that was casted away. Even the fans did not want Thomas Partey in the club. People felt like Thomas Partey should leave. He has outgrown his importance in the Arsenal setup. But that is not the case this season. This season, Thomas Partey is playing regularly for Arsenal. He's fit and he's an integral part or a member of Arsenal. Now, let me take you through Thomas Partey's performance in numbers so that you take a look at how well Thomas Partey played in that game. He played the full 90 minutes. Now, this season, Thomas Partey, they play 90 minutes. It should tell you what that means. Now, out of that 90 minutes, he had a total touch of 91. Accurate passes completed was 65 out of 73, accumulating to 89%. One key pass, long ball successful 1 out of 4. Shot on target 0, shot off target 0, dribble attempted successful 0. If you take a look at ground balls won, 5 out of 8, which is excellent for a midfielder who of the caliber of Thomas Partey. Look, in a game like this, definitely that is good. Area draws 1 out of 3. And if you take a look at his defensive ability today, it was on top. Thomas Partey, I kind of get why Arsenal are raving about the player. And don't be surprised if they give Thomas Partey a contract renewal at the end of the season because take a look at his defensive abilities. Clearances, he had 2, interception 1, tackles 4, and I mean, he was rated 7.2 in the game. This is Thomas Partey for you. Yes, Arsenal won. We did not like the manner at which they won. Performance-wise, Arsenal should be dominating games like this because there are more difficult games ahead in this particular new format of the UCL. But then, I'm not going to, worry Arsenal too much. I just believe that they need to turn things around. They just need to turn things around. But Thomas Partey, oh, he was good today. 7.2 rating. That is excellent from Thomas Partey. Now, moving away from Thomas Partey, let's talk about Brandon Thomas-Asante. Now, this player, signed for Coventry in the Championship. Last season, he was playing for West Bromwich Albion. And today, they played against QPR, where that game ended in a 1-1 draw. Brandon Thomas-Asante gave an assist today. And so far, if you go to Coventry, if you are looking for players with the most goal contribution, Brandon Thomas-Asante has his name there. 4. This is a player who is doing so well at his new club. And trust me, I just pray that Addo sees this guy in a different light and give him the opportunity to play ahead of the likes of Inaki Williams in the national team. You and I would agree that Inaki Williams, he's good at club level, but at national team, he's not. So I believe that the opportunity should be given to a player such as Brandon Thomas-Asante to showcase what he can also do. Because this player is doing so well as a number 9. So well. So see, Brandon Thomas-Asante today alone, getting that assist has put him at a very good position in the club, because now he's part of the players with the highest goal contribution, 4. And this is good for the player. This is so good for the player. And I hope Addo and also the technical staff are watching this, taking a look at how the player is being used. And if there's any opportunity, the coach should take the risk and play the player. Give him some game minutes in games. After all, I mean, the AFCON is not like we are going to fight for anything. We are already out. So, I mean, just give the player some chance to play. As simple as that. This is just based on my own opinion. But Brandon Thomas-Asante, I have always said that in the national team, I believe he's going to do well, because his physique alone just looks like that of Semenyo. And he does something like he works like Semenyo, very aggressive, but then he's very clinical. He is very clinical, and he's one player that I would love to see get game time in the Black Stars. But guys, that is the latest update concerning Brandon Thomas-Asante. Next, let's talk about a Ghanaian player who plays in the English or England League One, and the player's name is called Kwame Poku. Last month he won the League One Player of the Month, and he's a very good player. Every single game his club plays, his club is called Peterborough, he scores a goal. Today, they played against Blackpool, he scored a goal and gave an assist. That should show you how good this player is. And I don't know what the Ghana Football Association is doing, the technical staff of the junior national team, because this is a very young player, and I believe that we can speak to this player, to the junior national team, because this player is banging in goals. If clubs start seeing this player, they start signing this player, and he even ends up in the EPL or probably another league in the top 5 European league, it will be difficult to convince him, because if England sets in, that is all, we are gone. You get my point? So, I mean, this is the point where we take things serious. We need to try and invite Kwame Poku. Kwame Poku, I'm not saying he should come to the Black Stars. There's junior national teams where this player can fit in. We can try him there and see how he would fit into the senior national team in the future. So, guys, this is the latest update concerning Kwame Poku. Lastly, let me add this. It's late. Let me just add this. Now, BBN Gold Star coach called Frimpong Mansu says that Addo should forget about the African Cup of Nations qualifiers and focus fully on the World Cup qualifiers. See, I'm going to make this very brief, 1 minute. I'm going to support what the BBN Gold Star coach said, because the AFCON qualifiers is a lost cause. Right now, what Sudan needs is just a draw to secure qualification to the AFCON. We can now turn our attention to the World Cup qualifiers, because there we have a very good standing. And I believe that if we do our things right, maybe we might not go for the AFCON, but we might go for the World Cup. And Ghanaians will forgive the Black Stars if they're able to qualify for the World Cup, because it means so much to Ghanaians. And guys, this is just my takes on what the coach said concerning, the Black Stars. They should focus more on the World Cup. Right now, the AFCON is a lost cause. I mean, it's not like there's so much we can do. Our fate lies in the hands of another team losing. And that is just like 1%. 1%. This is just based on my opinion. If the Black Stars can qualify to the World Cup, Ghanaians are going to forgive them for not qualifying to the AFCON. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.